my name is Sarah Neighbor with Sarah Loves to Stamp, and today I'm bringing you a Quick Tip Tuesday on a way to store your framelits. So this is kind of a combo because normally I do tool tips, so this is kind of in between because it's about a tool, but it's a quick tip. So anyway, I was finding with my framelits, this is how they came. They came like this, and there's just like some like a strip of sticky tape in the back, and some of my framelits were like falling all over, especially the ones I used a whole lot, they were falling all over. So what I decided to do was to get these magnet sheets, and I will show you them in 1 second, but I want to show you how slick this is. And I attached on the back, I attached the, sorry, let me turn it right side up. I attached the instructions in English, and then I also attached the little informational thing that tells me how many are supposed to be in there. That helps me out when I'm trying to put them away, just to make sure. So anyway, see, the sheets are magnetic, so I can just plop them on here and they stay. It's amazing. And then the sheets are still bendable, so it's easy for me to get whichever one I need because I can just kind of press down a little bit and then the other side of them all pops up. You see that? So I love that. I'm really enjoying the way these are stored now. I know some people like have them on a wall because they didn't want to put them in the individual things. I like mine in the individual things. And then I have them, I should show you my actual setup. Hang on, let me grab it. I have them in a 31. This is called a Little's Carry-All Caddy. And I'll turn it this way so you can see. I have them stored in this, and then they just sit upright in it. And then I can pull them out. And it's really easy for me to see all of them. And I have my embossing folders in the other one. I have 2 of them, and my other one has like my circles, squares, all the regular shapes. It also has my edgelets, and then I have my embossing folders in the front of it. Alright, so let's get started. I thought I'd show you exactly how I did it. First of all, you're going to need these, this is crazy because they're huge, the magnetic vent covers. And it says for wall, floor, or ceiling metal vents. And mine are 8 inches by 15 inches. So you can get quite a lot of these out of one package. And I actually, some people I know have been measuring the white piece and have been using that as the size they do. I found that it didn't matter enough to do it, it's like 5 1/4 inches or something. So if you take 15 and divide by 5 1/4, well, you can only get 2 and then almost a third. So I just went ahead and cut mine at 5. And I went ahead and used my Stampin' Up guillotine. It was the tabletop trimmer, tabletop cutter was the name of it. I used that. I would not suggest you use your, you know, the regular slidey blade one. I would not suggest you use that, like the Stampin' Trimmer or whatever you have. I'm just not sure that's going to cut it. So use some scissors, use some really strong scissors, or use like a X-Acto knife and a ruler or something if you're really worried about getting them straight. But I don't think it's that big of a deal since it's more of a storage thing. Okay, so anyway, and you can get these at a home improvement store. I think mine were $4.77 or something like that. It was less than $5 for a 3-pack, which a 3-pack makes, I think a 3-pack makes 6 of this size, I believe. And then you'll have some fall off, and I'll show you what I did with that in a minute. Okay, so anyway, oh, and so when you get them, you have this giant sheet like this. And I went ahead and cut them into 5-inch pieces. And then I cut, I'll tell you the other measurement. So they're 5 inches in the short direction this way by 6 1/4 in this direction. And it doesn't really matter that direction because it's 8 inches wide, so it's not like you're, you know, there's just a little piece of fall off. Actually, I'm gonna reach through here. This is actually my fall off. So, see that? Okay, so anyway, let's get started. So here's what I did. I took, and I'm going to show you what it normally looks like. I just got these in the Word Bubble framelits, so I can show you what the insert looks like. The insert is a separate piece of paper, which I didn't really love because I'd like pull out one or the other or whatever. So I actually attached mine to the back where it's white. I went ahead and attached mine straight to the magnetic part. Here's what I did. So it looks like this when you unfold it. I cut here, right above the where it says ESP for Spanish. I cut right above that, and then I cut this, and I cut it in half, of course. I mean, I cut it in the center, and then I cut off the French and the German. I cut it there, and so I had this piece. So I put the English part, sorry, I'm flipping like 100 times. I put this English part at the top of my, on the white side, and then I put this, this thing that tells you how many of them there are and whatever. I put that part at the bottom of the white. Okay, so I already went ahead and cut mine apart just to save time, because you probably don't need to see me cut apart something. You can probably do that, and you can do it however you want. Like if you wanted to save all those instructions, certainly do. You know, I don't know, if it matters in the long run or anything for you. I figured I don't think it'll matter too much for me. Oh. Alright, so I'm going to take some of my sticky strip because I really want this to stay together. You could probably use something else too. I would say you could probably use, I think I tried liquid glue and it didn't work as great. You could maybe try like Crystal Effects or something. Okay, so here's the sticky strip. And you just want to find the end. And I'm going to go ahead and put it on the back of my little paper pieces here. And I might go ahead and speed this up. I'll show you how I do it first. Ooh, I shouldn't even move that off of there. Actually, let's use that side, then I can see it a little better. And you probably can too. Okay, so I go ahead and put it on there. And oops, I about cut that instead of cutting that sticky strip. Okay, once you have that done, then you just need to peel off the red line. And so I'm going to use my little paper piercer here. This is such a handy trick to get between the red line. Works a little better than my fingernails, which is shocking because they're long enough, you'd think. That'd be pretty great, but I really am loving this idea. I actually saw it on another demonstrator's video and I thought, oh, that's so smart. Why have I not been doing that all along? So once you get that done, I just line it up, and I might be sticking my head in the camera here. Oh, and this one, it looks like I didn't quite trim off all of the edges. That's the other thing. You may need to trim your Big Shot information sheet, this thing, to fit on the edge. So I'm going to go ahead and put those on there. And then I might just have to trim it off just a hair. Oops. So I'm just lining up with the bottom edge, and then I'm just kind of centering it, so I'll have to trim off both sides. And then you can just use whatever scissors you have on hand to do that. It's no big deal. Although if you put your sticky strip close enough to the edge like I did, you will be trimming off adhesive, so make sure you use scissors that you're not worried about getting some really nice and strong adhesive on them. So now we're almost done. This is all attached, and I just pressed it down really nice and firm. And then here we have this. So now all I have to do is pull these off and put them on my magnetic sheet. Isn't that awesome? And I might put them this way. There's no need really for them to go the other way because this one hangs off a little bit. I'm not sure. And I will warn you, because these are super high quality magnetic vent covers. I'm just joking. If you slide them on here, you will get like white marks because it peels the paint off. This part is now throwaway, or if you want to save it for something as a little thicker cardboard, whatever works for you. And then now you just have one piece that's magnetic. You can get your framelits off easily, but they stay. And you can just flop it in here. And then, for me, I put it in my little 31 little carry-all, and I am ready to go. And I hope you enjoyed that tip. I am loving having them on these magnetic sheets. I used my pieces of fall off. I told you I'd tell you what I did with these. I used these. I just took the piece of paper that the framelits come on, and I just glued this right on top of wherever the tape is. I glued it right on top of the tape. And then I used that for my my edgelets, the ones that are just the one strip. I used it for those. So that's what I did with those ones. I just put them straight onto here, and then I glued my information on the back of these so that it was still the same idea, but I didn't use as much magnet sheet, and I used the leftover pieces. So yeah, that's it there. I hope you enjoyed this tip. I love the framelits. If you have any questions about framelits, I do have other videos here on my channel about how to use them with your Big Shot and what they're used for and that type of thing. So you can always check that out. And thank you so much for watching. Have a great day. Bye.